What's up, guys? Scottoria here again with my second ever YouTube video. This one, I actually am going to be doing some commentary this go around, as well as showcasing more Townhall 9 action. I feel as though too many people in the current competitive war scene at the moment really doesn't believe Townhall 9 should be a part of it, and I completely understand. With how fast 9s generally get cleared in these wars, it's one of those things where, why have them type of deal. However, after this past weekend, seeing that 9v10 triple, as well as understanding the value in scouts coming out of the 9s. If your 9s can give you 10 scouts, that's great. If your 9s can only give you 2, that's more fresh hits you're gonna have to burn with your 10s, hoping for that fresh 10v10 triple. Otherwise, we're gonna have to see. So diving straight into this segment here, we've got the victory, Immoral Thieves versus Cold September during this random spin we had that just ended about an hour or so ago. So we're gonna be diving into the attack on number 22, Lokesh, coming in with his Gobo Lalo. Initially going over the base, kind of deciding as to where he's going to begin his ground movement. He drops that golem in, hoping to soak up as much of that defense as he can, allowing that baby dragon who's aggroed at the moment to kind of clear out that left hand side for the queen, as she makes her way in, hoping to grab enough value out of this by taking the splash of the Wizzy, hopefully the Expo, and ultimately both of those air defenses. The next golem is out along with those wizards to kind of clear out that trash too, so that way the queen doesn't get too sidetracked. Was able to pull the CC enemy baby drag along with a bunch of archers. I ended up taking our baby drag out. Queen locks eyes with them, down goes the poison, and able to clear those out pretty quickly. Was able to rage those bowlers as they cut into the base, locking eyes with the enemy queen, and he does end up taking out that first Expo. As the kill squad cuts in deep into the base, he is actually able to grab that next air defense as flight begins. Queen still going strong at the moment, currently still maxed out health, takes out that last air defense. Expo soaking into that lava hound, triggering those Teslas, just absolutely smashing the space. Still sitting on that heal spell, which he's going to end up using on the Tesla farm here. There it is. Absolutely smashing the space. Great work from Lokesh. We're going to go ahead and speed this up, because at this point, with the amount of loons he's got left, and still that hound there just soaking up whatever defense is sitting there. Very well done. Very well done from Lokesh. Alright, this brings us into our next attack. It was a witch slap from one of our well-known, how you say, boulder witch attacker. Prior to the healers being implemented into this meta, Trinet actually used to run a bow witch without the healers for weeks before the witch slap was kind of introduced. Alright, bringing out those witches on each side at the 12 and the 3, along with those healers to kind of keep the momentum going with them. Usually these 9v9 bow witches, you actually see a little bit more tanking. We've seen a couple stones shattered versus a single golem. However, with the witch slap, the healers should be enough to keep them running. Clearing out the garbage with those Wizzies, Royals making their way in. Out come those bowlers, the main kill squad. They pull out the CC, which is actually going to lock eyes to those 12 o'clock witches. Rage is out to push those bowlers deeper into the base to clear out the enemy wizards, and push deep enough into the base so they can get that last jump spell out on the enemy clan castle and directly into the final Expo. Does great work of clearing it out, as well as a good chunk of the Tesla farm there. He still has the phase ability for his queen, which is at the 5 o'clock now, moving into that wizard compartment. Initially looking like they would struggle, however those wizzies were distracted, allowing those witches to take them out. The main kill squad kind of starts to run a little bit out of juice, but they've done their job, allowing those witches circling around the exterior portion of the base to do their work. We're gonna go ahead and speed this up just a little bit. You got the phase out for his queen finally going down, but by this point in the attack, I mean, those witches are just absolutely smashing the rest of this base. Healer's actually kind of tanking for those witches there toward the end too, allowing those witches to take out that final wizard. Great hit from Trinat. So the next attack we're going to take a look at is a stone hobo from Max here. This is actually one of my favorite ground attacks of all time so far during my time as a Townhall 9. Those of you who know, I just recently hit Townhall 10 myself, and this is an attack comp I used to run quite a bit. Various different variation, you know, base dependent. In this one, he's actually doing a wall breaker opener with one jump spell. Sometimes you'll see a wall breaker opener with 2 jumps. Sometimes just strictly 2 jumps, no wall breakers. It's just kind of variant based on the base you were hitting. So the first 2 golems are out, kind of distracting those defenses. So much value that baby dragon there. Once it takes out that initial defense, I mean, there's not much else for it to be aggro to it other than the archer queen. So the golems make it their way in, triggering that first big bomb, which is actually very nice for those bowlers coming out, not getting hit by it, not losing those early into the attack. Clears the enemy queen's chamber relatively fast. Queen locking eyes with the enemy CC, which is huge here. Too many times I've seen baby drags or dragons clearing out the bowlers early in this phase, and just the attack dwindling immediately after. Alright, so hogs being trickled in a little bit to the 2 and 3. Heals out to actually keep the kill squad going a little bit longer. Sometimes you'll actually see that heal spell being utilized for the hogs. However, in this case, he was hoping to get more value out of those bowlers, which he gets a little bit more, but ultimately it's going to be that queen that just keeps it running. And then once again, the golem triggering another big bomb, so that way he can keep his hogs alive just a little bit longer. Absolutely smashing the space. And then once those defenses are cleared, he still had 2 hogs, a goblin, and the phase ability for his queen to continue the cleanup. Very nice work from Max. And then the final attack was a queen charge Lalo from no other than Exodia here. You guys I'm sure have seen on stream doing his hits live multiple times, man. Absolutely fantastic Townhall 9 hitter. Alright, open it up, cleaning out the garbage, hoping to make his way into this initial air defense chamber here. Grab that first air defense really easy, hoping to grab this expo, bolt sweepers potentially, as well as ultimately this wizard tower area in the middle. The value in that once flight begins would be huge. He pulls the enemy hound out, charges out, allowing to output more DPS out of the queen, as well as getting those healers to heal the queen a lot faster, especially with the expo locking eyes with her. Luckily, he didn't have any point defenses out there targeting the queen as well. Alright, clearing out those pups. Next charge is out, especially with the low health there. He didn't want to quite phase the queen just yet. He drops that jump spell to guarantee he had a movement between compartments, getting the queen deeper into the base, hopefully tagging this enemy archer queen as well. He does clear that splash from those wizards. He gets another charge out to kind of speed the process up. He's at the minute 10 mark, and you know, just now beginning flight. Alright, flight begins on that 9 o'clock air defense, making his way up toward the 12. Queens still put it in work on this base, absolutely smashing the southern portion of it. Actually going to be able to grab this next air defense too at the 3 o'clock. Great work from Exodia. Plenty of loons left. Just got 3 more points out of the defense. And still has a pop from the Hound to kind of help out with cleanup once defenses are cleared. Queen locks eyes with that King, still going strong. He ended up getting that phase out of her, but he didn't even really need it. He's absolutely smashing this base. Great work from Exodia. Alright, we're going to go ahead and speed it up at this point. Very well done. Alrighty, guys. So that was my segment on some Town Hall 9 action, especially with this matchup between 2 CWL invite clans, Immoral Thieves and Cold September. I know I've got some friends over there at Cold September, so I was actually really excited about this this random spin. If you haven't already, guys, make sure you hop over to twitch.tv/Scottoria. Hit me with that follow if you want to see some live content of not only the Immoral Thieves, but all of the Immoral War family. And that includes the Immoral Reapers, who are in CWL Rising, 3 Point Park, who's in CWL Premier, and of course the Thieves, who are in Invite. So thanks again, guys.